Hello, ladies and gentlefurs, and welcome to another episode of Quals and Controllers.
Woohoo!
I am Grell, your host with the most, along with Tori.
Why can't I have the most?
You got the most in boobs.
Well, I'd hope so.
But anyway, the first thing we wanted to talk about is, if you guys listened in last week, we talked a little bit about Silent Hill, and I had challenged Tori to take a look at the Silent Hill 4 storyline.
Challenge accepted, mofos.
Well, what do you have for us?
Okay, well, I did a little reading on the story, and I've got to say, I will retract my prior statement about how it was shit. Gameplay, I don't really know, because we already talked about how I suck at video games. Maybe someday, if I'm feeling really adventurous and probably like I have no stress in my life, and the only stress I want is from beating a controller, I might try it out. But I did a little reading on the storyline, and it's extremely interesting. But and you might have a better answer for this for me, just because I was. How does this tie into the other storylines? Because it is not set in Silent Hill. So I mean, how does that storyline tie into the other 3 games prior? It
was a completely separate storyline. Walter Sullivan was raised in the orphanage that was run by the Silent Hill cult. Yeah,
I did read that, so I was like, I mean, there are some bits and pieces of Silent Hill in there, but I kind of wondered, well, what the hell does this have to do with all the other ones, you know?
Yeah. I mean, Silent Hill 2 was also kind of its own separate entity. But yeah, I thought, besides gameplay, Silent Hill 4, The Room, had a pretty good story.
It's really cool. Like, I honestly think it's very cool. I mean,
I think the only thing I didn't like about the story was the main character, because he really was a very inconsequential character.
So, I mean, at least they had a good plot to move it along.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess I don't want to talk about it too much, because that's... How old's that game? Is it a newer game? I don't want to talk too much.
Silent Hill 4, The Room... Let's see, I think that came out in, like, 2005 or 2006.
Yeah, that's kind of newer-ish, I guess. I don't know. But, yeah, I don't know. I thought the idea of fighting a ghost that's murdering people is really cool. I thought that was very neat. And then, I kind of wondered, okay, well, how is he, how is Walter dead, but yet he's still killing people? And then, I read a little further, and when he committed suicide, he actually, that was one of the deaths required for his 21 deaths. So
yeah, 21 sacraments.
Yeah, I thought that was pretty cool. So I will retract my prior statement on how it is shit, and I am very sorry.
Well, Walter Sullivan, I think, was one of the most, for me, the interesting villains in the video games I've ever encountered.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there are really good video game villains, but I think Walter Sullivan just took it for me.
Well, and I mean, in 2, isn't most of the antagonists, it's all psychological, so there's not really a...
Well, I mean, it's got psychological elements. They main tie into Walter Sullivan's personality and also his victims.
Oh, no, I was talking about how in 2, it's mostly just, there is no real physical antagonist, no real bad guy, it's all kind of...
It's from his mind.
Exactly.
The conflict is from the main character's mind. Okay. Yeah, but, now we're going to go on to the news, and in the news, we all remember hearing, the rumors that, like, when Atari made the E.T. extraterrestrial game,
oh god,
and how it was rushed to come out at the same time as the movie. It was so bad, we always heard rumors that Atari buried all the unsold copies of the game in the middle of, like, New Mexico.
That's pretty hardcore. I mean, I don't know why they wouldn't just make the game, realize it was crap, and then not produce a whole lot of them, and then just, like, bury it in filing cabinets.
Well, the funny thing is, it sold a lot. But the only reason was because of the movie.
Yeah.
And then as soon as everybody had their copies, they realized it was total shit.
So then what do they do about all the copies that everybody already had?
I think they just got rid of them or something.
Yeah, that's true.
But anyway, last year Microsoft was doing a documentary style thing, and one of the things they were looking into for the documentary was the whole Atari burying all these games. And while they were looking into it, it brought them to a part of New Mexico, and there was a landfill there. And if I remember correctly, the town in New Mexico that it was called Alamogordo. And in Alamogordo, New Mexico, they got the rights to dig up the landfill, and in April of this year, they had uncovered hundreds of copies of the E.T. extraterrestrial game, confirming the rumors that this had happened. Now, it wasn't
That's like the ultimate shame. You know when a dog does something really bad and they just they bury it? They're like, please don't look, master, just don't look. That's what Atari did. They're like, nobody look upon our shame. They just...
Well, the funny thing is it wasn't like people said. There weren't millions of copies buried. There was like hundreds, maybe a couple of thousand.
That's still pretty fucking crazy.
I know, and there were also other Atari products buried there too. And the thing is now people are probably going to ask, well, this is in April, how is this news? Well, just recently, Alamogordo, New Mexico, has decided that they're going to auction off on eBay over half of the video game cartridges that they found.
So Atari didn't actually own the landfill that they put it in? It actually belonged to the town at that point?
Yeah.
Oh. Well, that was probably some pretty shitty planning on their part if they didn't want the world to find their crap.
Yeah, I know. But anyway, so
rent a storage locker or something. Jeez.
But yeah, so town decided that they were going to do this in a unanimous decision. Out of all 7 people in, the town's government, all 7 agreed, yeah, let's auction off most of these cartridges, while the rest the city are going to keep as either mementos or they're going to send them to museums.
Who's going to want to buy the E.T. game? I mean, people didn't really want it to begin.
I know, people didn't want it to begin with, but I guess because now it's retro...
See, this is what's going to happen. People are going to buy it because it's the cool thing to buy, and then they're going to play it, and they're going to be like, yeah, dude, Dad, you were right, this game is shit. They're going to be sitting there going, oh, this is so not childhood nostalgia. This is just horrible. What am I doing with my life?
I know. Yeah, I mean, I couldn't believe it either. That was the first thing I thought was, who the hell is going to buy these?
Yeah. Oh my god.
In other news, just recently, Mojang has sold to Microsoft. Microsoft has bought Mojang, the company who created Minecraft. And the reason why is, I guess not from what I've seen is it just got too big for him to handle. He said he did not expect the game to get this big as it is. Mm-hmm. And Mojang, if you've watched the Minecraft documentary, they're just in this small building with a few people. They're not a big company. And with all the users they have, the server space and stuff like that, I mean, I'm sure it got just too big for them to handle on their own, which I guess is why they let Microsoft buy them out.
See, I guess if that were me, I would probably look into expanding. But I mean, I guess if you never really wanted a big company to begin with, then I mean, selling is probably your best option at that point. But if that were me, I'd look into kind of expanding because I'd want to keep my own name on my own shit. But hey, that's to each his own.
Well, and the other thing is it has been confirmed that Notch and a couple of the other head creators are leaving.
Huh.
Yeah, they're leaving the Mojang company. They're leaving Minecraft. Because the first I was like, okay, maybe they're selling it to Microsoft, but they're still going to help out with it. Like maybe Microsoft would hire them on to, keep up with the game.
Yeah.
But Notch and a couple of his other buddies who are the head guys are leaving. They're just leaving it behind. And I think it was smart that, they felt it was too big for them to handle, so they gave it to a company who could handle all that stuff. But what I don't think is smart is them leaving it. I think maybe if they would have worked out a deal with Microsoft to be able to continue to work on the game and to continue to work under Microsoft to, help out with the game. Because I have a feeling... Look, I don't think Minecraft is going to go to total shit. I don't think it is. But I just don't feel like there's going to be as much of those constant cool updates and stuff that Notch always worked on.
I'm just wondering how that's going to play into, changes and things in the actual game. Because I know that some big companies, when they get a hold of things like that, as soon as they get a hold of it and it's theirs, they start changing things right off the bat. So, I'm at least hoping that they'll keep some of the things that are in it current and the way that they are now. But I guess updates and things like that, I'll be curious to see how those go.
Well, I think it might not be too bad, though, because Microsoft bought Mojang, and a lot of the workers are rumored to be staying with Mojang. But, it's just without your head guys, looking after those workers, how's that going to work out?
Exactly.
And guess how much Notch got for this deal?
Oh, God. I'm almost afraid to know. It's huge, so I'm sure...
$2.5 billion.
I was going to say it's got to be in the B's.
Yeah, because even though it was a small company, Minecraft is huge.
Exactly. What Microsoft is going to get out of Minecraft
is going to be way more than what they put in.
I know, the figures are just going to be astronomical, which is why spending $2.5 billion is nothing, Yeah,
as I said, I'm not saying Microsoft is going to totally dick over Minecraft, because Microsoft, they're not... I don't see them doing that. Has Microsoft pulled some shitty business practices before? Yeah, but what video game company hasn't?
Yeah.
I'm just don't know if, we're going to continue to see the same, stream of updates and new features and developments that Minecraft has always had. Mm-hmm. Minecraft has always been, even though when they said they released the final version of the game, it's always been
exactly.
Yeah, it's always been constantly updated, constantly new things being put into the game. And I don't know if that's going to continue to happen or not now that Microsoft has bought out Mojang and Notch is no longer with the company. So
it's kind of hard to say. I guess we'll just have to see how that one goes.
Yeah, we'll have to see, because I personally love Minecraft and so does my mate. So we'll see how it goes. Tori, you've got a little bit of news for us?
I do have a little bit of news for you. Do you have a sound effect for this? I think you do.
Hold on.
Cue me in with a good sound effect.
Cue you in with a good sound effect? What kind of sound effect would you be looking for?
Thinking for something a little exclamation-y.
Exclamation-y? If I don't have that. Not on this soundboard.
Yes, you do. You played it.
Oh, I did?
Yeah.
Okay, well, hold on. I'll have to find it. Oh, I think I know what you're talking about. You're talking about...
That's the one.
All right, we cued you in.
Oh, golly, you're going to have to cut out all that crap before that. Okay.
No, I'm leaving it in.
No, you are good. Good, I'm glad. Okay. So, with that little sound effect in mind, for any of you that play Super Smash Brothers, and we're super duper excited about Solid Snake being in Super Smash Brothers, well, don't get too damn excited, because he's not fucking coming back.
Yeah, they put him in Brawl, which was the one that came out for the Nintendo Wii.
Yes, they did, and he will not be making an appearance, and that is actually an official quote. Let me see if I can find the actual official quote. Oh, I'm sorry. Will not be returning to Smash Brothers. They were doing an interview for Super Smash Brothers that's going to be released for the 3DS and the Wii U. And can't find the fucking name of the Japanese dude. He's out here somewhere. I'm gonna look like an idiot. Yeah, seriously.
That's Mudkip saying, "Come on with it."
Yeah. Okay. Well, I can't find it, but anyway, they talked to Hideo Kojima about it because he worked on, the consistency for Snake for Smash Brothers, and he said they will not be returning. He actually stated that when they were coming up with characters for the new update, Snake wasn't even on their mind as a list of characters, so he will not be in it. But on the bright side, we got an awesome kick-ass new character. I'm so fucking excited for this one. I knew that this was what Smash Brothers was missing. So be on the lookout for the fucking Duck Hunt dog. That is right. Solid Snake got replaced with the goddamn Duck Hunt dog. So, I mean that is a kind of cool addition, but seriously, like a goddamn dog? You got rid of Snake for a fucking dog.
Uh-oh, retard alert! Retard alert,
Oh, yeah, seriously.
That's horrible.
I know, right? They're like this beloved character with a complex story that we threw in because everybody loves him. We're gonna replace him with a fucking dog that fetches, like, pixelated birds.
And then laughs at you when you miss said pixelated birds.
What's the dog gonna do? Laugh at you when you miss a punch? I mean, granted, that's a really good taunt. So, okay, maybe this isn't as bad as I thought it was gonna be. I just talked myself out of hating this. But yeah, that's our bit of news. So sorry, Snake, but the year of the dog has returned.
And in other news, for Warhammer 40k fans who love the game Space Hulk, Games Workshop has just released a limited edition version of Space Hulk, updated.
Sweet!
Yeah, it is limited edition, so if you guys liked playing Space Hulk and you want the new limited edition, you have to get it ordered right away because it's very limited stock.
Aren't they, like, limiting how many you can even buy?
Yeah, they limited how many of the sets you can buy by 3.
Per account, you're talking?
Yeah, per account.
That's crazy, dude.
And as far as I know, they probably limited it to per, like, credit card or something.
Yeah,
so.
That's true, too. Yeah, that's pretty nuts, man. Did they have, like, a number of how many they made?
No, I didn't see a number of how many they made, but if they're limiting to where only one person can buy 3, it's probably not that big of a number.
Yeah, that's true.
Maybe a couple of 1,000 box sets or something like that.
Yeah, a couple 100,000, something like that.
But yeah, so if you enjoyed the board game Space Hulk, from the 40k universe, get it while you can.
It's back!
Yeah, new limited edition. Get it while you can because it's not going to be around for long. And now it's time for Adventures in Furry.
Yay, I feel so fluffy and soft.
And today we're going to talk about interesting parts of our furry lives. Tori, I know you got a story for us.
Oh God, don't I ever. Do you have a sound effect for this? I feel like you probably have a really good sound effect for this. I don't have one in mind, but I'm sure you can come up with a good one for me.
The one for you?
Give me a good lead-in for this damn story. Get me warmed up. Or no, wait, don't get me warmed up.
Challenge accepted.
Oh God. Okay, well, I guess that'll work. Alright. Last podcast we talked about how my first fursona was a rabbit and how I had bunny ears, and I still do. I have so many pairs. Well, I was kind of seeing a guy for a while, who found out I was kind of into the furry thing. You know, I had all the bunny ears, and I went to go stay with him for a while. I went for like a week or something. I went to go hang out at his house, whatever. And he goes, "Bring all your fucking bunny ears." And I'm like, "Oh, sweet, yeah." So pack up all my bunny ears, pack up all my stuff, get on a Greyhound bus, you know, whatever. I go to visit this dude. So, you know, I was doing what most girls do when they go and visit a guy, and there was lots of sex. Lots and lots of sex. So there's one particular instance where
It got furry.
It got very furry. He goes, "Put on your bunny ears. I think they're really hot." I'm like, well, fuck, okay, you know, whatever. You know, most guys have like the playgirl thing going on. I'm like, yeah, alright, I'll wear the bunny ears. So I'm wearing the bunny ears. We're going at it, and this is really embarrassing. I'm down on all fours, right? And we're going at it for a while, and he's making this weird ass sound. And I go, "What in the fuck are you doing?" He stops and he goes, "Hang on a second, hang on." And I'm like, okay, alright, whatever. Maybe he's as weirded out as I am. So he goes and he grabs a blanket and throws it over my back, and I'm like, "Oh, okay, that's nice. That's a little chilly. Thank you for being considerate." So start going at it again. He's making this weird ass sound again. Now, I don't even know if I can replicate the sound. I suppose I'm gonna try.
No, don't.
I'm totally gonna try to make this. If I have to tell the story, I have to at least entertain myself. So anyway, he's making this sound. It's like, I don't even know. That's not even remotely what it was like. But anyway. That's about the closest I can get to this damn sound. And finally, I go, "What in the fuck are you doing?" And I don't even know if he realized the fact that I was totally weirded out by what he's doing. And he goes, "We're having lion sex." And I'm thinking, the fuck? He goes, "We're doing it in the pride." He goes, "Run your hands through my mane." And he just doesn't stop. He doesn't get that I'm thinking this is weird as fuck. Probably because my face is in like 30-year-old shag carpet, not even paying attention. Like, he cannot see the look on my face that's just sheer horror. And I'm like, what have I done? What in the hell have I gotten myself into? But, I mean, I didn't make him stop because it was really good, but it was still weird as shit. So, I mean, I guess if a guy finds out you're a furry, you're gonna have some weird animal sex, and that was not the only time that happened.
Didn't he, like, make some kind of bunny remark or something?
Yeah. Later, a couple days later, there was some kind of comment about the big lion taking advantage of the little bunny, and I'm like, am I aroused? Is that happening right now? Like, is that what's happening? Oh, I guess I am.
So just so you know, people, furry sex is great sex.
I didn't even have to get in a damn fursuit.
Oh God.
So there's a little bit about me. Welcome to my world.
I have a little bit of a sexual one, too. It's not me having sex, it's... Oh, God. When I was a teenager and into the furry fandom, you know, eventually I worked my way into YIF art, and I looked at a lot of it. Like,
I mean, dude, who doesn't? Okay, honestly, and I've got to say this, and so many people are going to tell me that I am wrong, but there are so many furry artists that are so good. Sometimes I don't even look at it because it's sexy. I look at it because I'm like, oh my god, this is beautiful. Look at the line work on this. Like, I mean, I can't help it.
Well, as an artist yourself, you have more of an appreciation.
I know, I do, and honestly, sometimes I'm a little ashamed when people go through my computer and they find all these pictures and they're like, oh my god, look at all this porn, and I'm like, honestly, I saved them as reference pictures for body poses.
Oh my god, look at all this porn. Swag.
Yeah, seriously. But honestly, like, there are so many times I look at it and I'm like, this is, oh my god, look at the shading. Oh my god, that's beautiful. But anyway, I can't tell you that that's 100% of the time. But
well, I can tell you 100% of the time I was. Yeah, pretty much. And
we have a gamer, and then we have an artist.
And the funny thing is that I was always so super careful. You know,
well, yeah, I mean, You're a teenager. Teenagers are careful about any kind of porn, but like anything that's like not normal porn, you almost like safeguard that shit. Like,
well, I always looked at furry porn.
lock it up like
and,
Alcatraz.
You know, as a teenager, I was horrible with this because it was pretty much every time I had the house to myself.
Oh God, yeah, I know. You're like lights off, pants down, like.
Yeah, exactly. And now there was a time I got busted.
Oh, busted. Do we
Now-
have like cop siren sound
No,
effects
it
or-
wasn't. I didn't get walked in on or anything. This is how I
okay,
got
thank
busted. Well, one time I was up in my room and I was playing on my Xbox. I remember I was playing Halo 3, and my mom calls up to me from my room, you know, get down here.
Oh, did she use the middle name?
Yes, she used the full name.
Used the full. Oh God, that's when you know you're in deep shit. You're like,
Yeah.
I didn't forget to watch the dishes this time. There's something seriously wrong.
Yeah, when your parent yells at you with your full name,
You're
you
like-
know you're fucked.
I know. You're like, I'm gonna take about as long as humanly possible to reach your destination, but I'm still gonna go fast because I don't want to hear my full name again.
Yeah, and so I come down. She's like, "What is this?" And I saw the picture with 3 male German Shepherd furries going at it.
Oh my God! It wasn't even just like a solo pic. This. Oh my God, you're horrible.
But yeah, it was a threesome between 3 German Shepherd furries.
Oh God, no.
And she's like, "What is this? This is disgusting." And she knew I was a furry. She already knew about it. She mainly knew what Vanity Fair and CSI had to say about it.
Yeah.
But
And you just affirmed it, my friend. You just took all of your mom's suspicions and you're like, no, Mom, it's not like that. And then she sees that and she's like, oh no, it is definitely like that.
And I'm like, "Oh my God, how did you come across that?" And because I always deleted my web browser history all the time. And then she's like, "Well, I opened up my email because a friend had sent me a photo and it gave me the option to click through more things. And I came across this picture and I'm like, oh God." Because I didn't know about cookies. I was, still learning about how computers and the internet worked. And I didn't know about deleting cookies.
Oh my God.
So what would happen is when she would open the picture that her friend sent her, and you see the window of the Windows photo viewer, and you have that option to click over if there's more than one file. Well, it would let her scroll through all of the pictures saved as cookies,
Oh, Lord. Oh.
and she found a lot.
Oh my God.
And she's like, "This is disgusting. How are you looking at shit like this?" And I wanted to go very easily, but I would have gotten in more trouble.
Exactly. You're like, do I save the wise ass? I'm gonna save the wise ass comment for about 10 years from now, and then I'm gonna use it. Like, you never use it when they're mad.
Yeah, exactly. And the funny thing is after I turned 18, she didn't give a shit what I looked at. She's like, as long as you fucking delete it and I don't have to come across it, I don't care.
Yeah, and now that you knew how to delete cookies.
Yeah,
Now that
my
you're
mom
learning
kind of
your
stopped giving a
ways.
shit about what I looked at as soon as I turned 18. She's like, as long as you're not... After that point, she was like, as long as you're not doing anything illegal and it's going to come back to my house, I don't care.
Yeah.
And so, But yeah, I got reamed on a lot for that, and it was still at a time where my mom wasn't too happy about my sexuality either. She's fine about it now, it's just back then she did not like it at all. So, yeah, that's my little story about how the furry fandom kind of got me in trouble.
Well, at least nobody found out about mine until I told the entire internet.
Hello and welcome to the internet,
Yeah, seriously.
where we just learned about lion sex.
Oh God.
Doing
I don't
it in
think-
a pride.
I don't think I'm ever going to be able to watch The Lion King ever again.
Oh,
I
God.
think he may have made a Nala comment. Now that I'm thinking about it, I legitimately think that happened.
You know what the worst part is hope he doesn't come across this.
I know, me too. I'm still really good friends with him. Like, and that's probably the worst part. And again, please, seriously, if you do come across this, that was, oh my god. And I'll totally do it again. I'll totally put on the bunny ears. But seriously, like, come on, dude. That's a little weird. But seriously, I'll do it again. Call me, please. Hey, this is crazy. Or, yeah, I was gonna go with a call me maybe there, but I fucked it up. Done fucked it up. Damn it.
Hey, I just met you and this is crazy. I enjoy lion sex. Fuck me, maybe?
Oh, yeah, baby. Oh, come on, Simba.
Oh, no.
Mufasa!
Holy crap, Tori.
I'm really sorry. Scar's the hot one.
Oh my god, childhood ruined. Oh, Jesus Christ. Anyone who doesn't realize, there is a parental advisory logo on our podcast site, so you should have known what you gotten yourself into. But anyway, now for our next segment, let's review.
Yay! I didn't plan for this.
Tori.
I know I really should have. Hang on, I'll come up with something, I'll fly. What are you reviewing?
I'm reviewing Wreck-It Ralph.
Oh, god damn it, you're a bastard.
Why don't you review Skullgirls?
I think I love you.
Well, duh, you play Skullgirls all the time.
Yeah, I know, it's one of the only games I can play. And actually, it's one of the only games that I can play and I don't have to button mash. I'm actually kind of good at it. There are some combos I can't fucking figure out, though.
Oh yeah, anything where you have to, like, do, like, the toggle switch, like,
I figured one out! And the only person I can do it on is fucking Philia. But anyway, we'll get to that later.
Okay, not too long ago, I finally got to see Wreck-It Ralph. I know it had been out for a while,
this
and
goddamn movie.
everybody was fucking talking about it. It's like, oh, if you're a gamer, you're gonna love Wreck-It Ralph. So I'm like, god damn. And then when you brought home the DVD, because you bought it, I'm like...
Because I love this movie.
Yeah, finally, I'm gonna see Wreck-It Ralph. And... before I go into the review, can I just fucking say Sergeant Calhoun is the shit?
Oh my god. Okay, let me just tell you how fucking cool she is. First off, her character's kick-ass, but Jane Lynch seriously cosplayed Sergeant Calhoun.
Yeah, you showed me that picture. She actually wore the armor and had the gun and everything.
Because she's a fucking badass. That's why.
Jane Lynch is the shit. I love her. But anyway, yeah, so, the premise of the movie is that, it takes place in an arcade, and inside all the arcade machines, the video game characters, once the arcade closes down, they interact with each other, like, they, go into other game systems and, interact and everything like that. Like, they lead their own lives, you know?
Exactly.
And the point of Wreck-It Ralph is Ralph, from the game Fix-It Felix Jr., he's the bad guy, and he doesn't want to be the bad guy. He wants, to be a good guy and have everybody appreciate him and stuff like that. Because, all the characters in his game treat him like crap and stuff like that. And so, the whole premise of the movie is he first jumps over to another game, Hero's Duty, and which is where
duty. You really gotta watch where you step in a game called Hero's Duty.
You sound a lot like
I know
people on Sweets.
Hey, why did the hero have to flush the toilet? 'Cause it was his duty.
But anyway, yeah. So he goes. He's trying to get a medal.
Sued by Disney for all my quotes.
Yeah, so, and the only thing I did not like about the Hero's Duty section, I loved it. I thought it was awesome, except I felt it was too short.
Yeah, I know, right? Well, they are only in it for a short period of time.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
And then, he gets the medal, and then, he gets put into that escape pod.
Horrifying rocket launch into Sugarland.
Yeah, with a freaking Psybug with him.
Yeah.
And, so he enters into the game after that, after going through the escape pod, which launches him all over the place, and then he ends up in Sugar Rush, which is that weird racing game.
Oh my god.
That fucking song.
I am such a nerd about this movie. Like, I'm trying to let you review, but I just want to, like, interject with stuff. I'm like, ooh. I am such a nerd about this goddamn movie.
Oh, no, you're fine. Well, you know what I think is funny is if you pay attention in Sugar Rush, you pay attention to the character King Candy, like where it says you have to pay to play, and how his crown looks like the logo for the King Company who does Candy Crush.
Plus, there's the little things that are little taffy people walking around, and
you can tell they're like making a reference to the King Game Company and Candy Crush.
Oh, God.
You can totally tell.
Of course, he looks just like the little king dude that prances around, only he's wearing white and pink instead of bright colors.
Yeah, exactly. And it's salmon.
It's salmon. It's clearly salmon.
But yeah.
What are you doing here?
But I mean, and the story is because once he gets rocket launched into Sugar Rush, he loses his medal, and so then he meets Penelope von Schweetz, and she grabs his medal and uses it so she can enter the race and stuff like that because it's pay to play. And, so you have to have a gold coin, and it was gold, so she used that. And so the rest of the movie takes place in Sugar Rush as, he's trying to help Penelope von Schweetz.
Vanellope. It's with a V.
Oh, Vanellope?
Yeah, like vanilla.
Oh, I'm an idiot. Oh well, I've only seen it once.
Yeah,
so,
it's okay.
I still have a hard time with names.
100 times.
Yeah, but Vanellope von Schweetz, he reluctantly starts to help her out because now he realizes the only way he's going to get his medal back is if she wins the race. And there's a whole bunch of problems with this because in the game, she's a glitch. And glitched characters aren't supposed to be able to be played because people might think the game's broken and then unplug it, and that would just spell doom and gloom for everybody. And so it basically, he helps her get a go-kart, he helps her enter the race and stuff like that. And at the same time, that Cybug that was on the ship with them grew, multiplied, and that's why Sergeant Calhoun and Fix-It Felix Jr. enter into not only get Wreck-It Ralph so he can go back to his own game, but she has to stop the Cybug because the Cybug doesn't really know it's a video game character, it's a virus, and it'll just attack and feed whatever, along with multiply and stuff. But, and as it just continues to go on and on, I mean, I'm not going to go any further because then I'm going to start spoiling a whole bunch of shit.
It's adorable. I cry every time not every time.
There's a moment that probably will jerk a few tears out of you. And so, I think the story is awesome. As for characters, I think the characters are very well done. There's a lot of character development, It's a cartoon movie, but there's so much actual good writing and good character development in this.
There's so many nerdy references in that thing.
Oh yeah, Ryu and Ken go to Tappers after everybody leaves.
Sonic is the spokesperson in Game Central Station. And they used
the Pac-Man ghost was the head of the bad guys
Anonymous.
AA style. Yeah, Bad Guys Anonymous. They
had
also have
Zangief, they had Bowser. There's so. Honestly, I think Disney used half a year's worth of budget just on the fucking licensing for this movie. They seriously bought companies because they didn't have it was just easier to buy the company that they needed a license from than to pay them for the licensing. They're well, shit, we'll just buy them,
I know, it was absolutely crazy. And so, yeah, so you're definitely going to see a lot of actual video game characters in there. Q*bert was in there.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a very, old reference. Holy crap, Q*bert was in there. But, yeah, so, awesome characters. Ralph was amazing. I thought he was a really deep, well done character. You know, he's supposed to be a bad guy, but he desires to do something good.
Exactly.
And the best part is, it's not done in a one-dimensional way either. It's well laid out. You know, he wants to be a good guy, but the path to get him there has so many twists and turns, and it just takes you all over to places you don't expect it to go. Sergeant Calhoun, awesome.
Can we just keep talking about her?
Yeah, let's talk about Calhoun.
Honestly,
the kitten whispers and tickle fights in here.
All right, Pussy Willows. Fucking love her.
Make your mama's proud time.
I love my mama.
Yeah,
I just love this stupid
Calhoun
movie.
was an awesome character. I absolutely love that she falls in love with Fix-It Felix Jr.
Again, with the plot development. Seriously, they gave like a 30-second explanation on her backstory, and you're like, oh my god, this is so deep. Like, you know? It's just, and it was comical too. It was funny on her backstory, but then you're like, oh, honey, let me hug you. Come here, hon. You know?
You'll have to forgive her. She was programmed with the
most tragic backstory
ever.
I love the voice actors that they got for this movie too. Like,
wasn't Sarah Silverman the one who did Vanellope?
Sarah Silverman is Vanellope. They got Jane Lynch to do Sergeant Calhoun. John C. Reilly is Ralph.
They got a lot of really big name people. For
Alan
this.
Tudyk is King Candy, and let me just tell you, Alan Tudyk. Have some candy.
Oh god. Oh god.
Anyway.
But yeah, so very good character development. I love them going from game to game, It was so awesome to see.
Yeah.
And it's just like, oh, why couldn't video games be like this for real?
I know.
That would be awesome. And, it's a really good movie. I absolutely love it. If you're a gamer and you have not seen Wreck-It Ralph, it is such a gamer-friendly movie.
It is.
I actually saw, and I looked for it, in the scene where they're in the little subway station to Hero's Duty, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
There's actually graffiti on one of the walls that said Aerith lives. A Final Fantasy VII reference.
Oh my god, that is beautiful. That is so... my love for this, it's just come full circle. Like, infinity loop of love for this stupid movie.
If you really look into it, there is a lot of Easter eggs in this movie.
Yeah.
I mean, as I said, if you're a gamer and you have not seen Wreck-It Ralph, it is like one of the most awesome video gamer-friendly movies I've ever seen.
And honestly, it's not one of those movies where they're like, we're going to try and be hip with the video game kids. Like, seriously, they get it. They so totally get it. It's so fucking cool.
Yeah, it's not a video game movie where they just tried to shamelessly get us on the movie bandwagon. They actually understood what they were going for, who their target audience was, and what their target audience liked.
It's one of those movies where, yes, it's an animated film, and yes, it's a Disney film, so of course, it's for fucking kids. But you know what? It's for adults too. It's for their older siblings who are like, hey, let's go to the movies. It's like, oh god, it's for all those kids that want to watch that. Or for all the parents who are like, oh my god, I totally remember, Hubert, or, it's like...
And it's also, for, as you said, little kids who want to go see the movie. It's a movie for the little kids that their big video gaming brother can watch with them, too.
Exactly. And actually, another really cool thing about this movie, when they first released this movie and they had the premiere, and they had kind of like a little exhibit thing that moved big city to big city, they actually made a couple game consoles of Sugar Rush and Wreck-It Ralph. Or Fix-It Felix Jr., and I want one.
I want to play Sugar Rush.
Oh my god, me too, I know. I want one in my house, and you better believe all my damn pocket change would be going into that thing. And, I mean, it doesn't play exactly like in the movie, but still, that's really fucking cool that they made those. Like,
It probably, honestly, the real life version probably plays like Mario Kart or something.
probably a little closer. Yeah. Well, the real one that played differently from the movie was the Fix-It Felix Jr. But yeah, that's. I thought that was really, really cool.
I'll definitely give the movie an 8 out of 10. It had a couple of moments, like a couple that just seemed to drag on, and
It's a
like
kid's
it's just
movie.
like, come on, can we speed this part up a little? But overall, it's
Not
a great
enough
movie.
nudity.
Yeah, it's a great movie. If you haven't seen it and you're a gamer, definitely check this movie out. So, Tori, you have a review for us today?
Oh, I certainly do, since you gave me the fabulous, wonderful idea. Today, I am going to be reviewing a game for the PlayStation Network, which is called Skullgirls Encore.
Oh, God, yes.
Oh, God, I know, right? In the beginning of the summer, John actually came to me about this game. He said, I really want to get this game, and I think you'd really like it. You want to go halvesies on it. So I said, yeah, sure, totally. It was like $15, so we just, split it, whatever. And I mean, he knows I'm horrible at video games, so I took his word that, I'd like this game, and oh my god, do I. It is tons of fun. It plays like an old arcade fighter kind of game, and it's one of the few games I can play and not button mash. I mean, I do button mash a lot, but I've played it enough to actually get tactical and learn combos. But the basic premise of the story, I guess. I mean, you can play it in story mode, and of course there's, arcade and online playing against people that are always going to kick your ass because they always have way more free time than you. But in story mode, and each character, their storyline's obviously a little different. How many girls are there? 9?
I think
Ten?
girl characters, I think there's 8, and then there's a 9th character who's a guy.
I seriously feel like there are way more girls. I legitimately feel like there are.
Oh wait, no, there's 10. Because originally there was 8 characters, then they added Big Band, who's the guy character, and they added...
Squiggly.
Yeah, Squiggly. So 10.
I think they're coming out with new characters for it,
Yeah,
too.
there were 3 more characters that's supposed to come out being voted on.
Okay, well anyway, sorry, way off topic. Anyway, story mode, every character is a little bit different, obviously. Some of them are interconnected, some of them are just kind of their own deal. Most of the characters kind of bump into one another at some point. But the basic premise is that there's this arcane relic, which is known as the... What the fuck was that?
I don't know. Oh.
Which was known as the Skull Heart. And it's this flaming skull thing that looks nothing like a heart. But apparently if you find it and defeat the girl who possesses it, it'll grant your wish, and you basically are consumed by the skull heart. At that point, you have infinite power. All kinds of crazy, weird shit happens to you. But
well, you have to be pure of heart to make the wish, and nothing bad happen to you.
That's true. Yeah.
But usually the wish has always got something a little selfish to it. So 9 times out of 10, you end up becoming another Skullgirl.
Yeah. But each of the characters has their own reasoning behind why they're trying to get to the Skull Heart. Like one, the one girl, her initial plan was to destroy it and save the town. But once she actually reaches it, it was to save her sister. Or there's a girl with missing memories, and she wants to find the Skull Heart and regain her memories. And It's just a really fucking fun game. Like, I really love this game. And, I mean, it's got all kinds of goofy, nerdy little toss-in kind of things. Like, a lot of the character skins, they're all, like, anime references. Like, there's a couple characters where they have, like, costume changes where they can be characters from, Panty and Stocking with Garter Belt. Or there's skins for Madoka Magica, which, oh god. But I have so much fun with this game. I really do, and it's one of the few games I actually like put forth effort into playing, which doesn't happen for me, especially in a game where it's really easy to just hit buttons and kill things. So, I mean, I really like it. I think maybe the only thing that I don't like about it is I'm one of those people that likes a completed like story. So even though like all the different characters' storylines don't tie together, they don't even tie into themselves sometimes, which kind of pisses me off a lot. Like some of them are just so unfinished, and you're like, I still don't understand. You're like, can I play it again and you explain more shit? Like, and I get it. It's supposed to be like mysterious or whatever. I don't even know, but I like a completed story. So I think that's possibly the only thing I don't like about this game.
As in, since you're an artist, what do you think of the game's graphics, especially since everything was hand-drawn?
Hand-drawn. Oh my god. It's incredible. I love the art in this. It's so crazy. And actually, when you get in the end credits, they do have some of the sketches as far as when they were actually doing all of the actual art and their design development and things like that. It is so cool because each character kind of has their own unique little way of fighting, and their art style's pretty different while still kind of having the same kind of feel. I love it. I absolutely love the amount of work that went into this, and I mean, there's just so many like little details that are incredible. Like I think one of my favorite characters as far as those little detail type of things is Double.
Oh my god, the amount of drawing animation they had to do for her was ridiculous.
Double is awesome. She can shapeshift into you or somebody else or whoever the hell she wants to be, but when she's not that, she's this weird ass gloopy globbity human thing with flopping tits and pus balls and shit, and it's so weird, but it is so cool.
Yeah, when we say everything was hand-drawn, literally everything was hand-drawn frame by frame, loaded into a computer and sequenced.
Yeah, it's for every character, for every action, for everything.
I mean, if you go into the credits and look at the list of animators and artists, which they call like contractors, it's huge.
Oh god, yeah.
It's ridiculously huge because everything, as I said, was hand drawn frame by frame.
And it's beautiful. I mean, it definitely shows, and I think it's a little weird that maybe that this doesn't get as much like hype about it, but I mean, again, it's kind of just a PlayStation Network game. It's not like a big thing, you know what I'm saying?
I think it totally should be.
I think it should be too, but then maybe I'd probably get a little upset because I'm like in that hipster phase where I'm like, no, it's mine. Like nobody knows about it. It's mine. Don't tell.
Hipster bird.
Seriously.
See a bird on a tree branch with those freaking
with his
glasses.
big ass glasses and a pumpkin spice latte. Sitting there with a game controller. This is mine. I'll kill you. Like.
Who was your favorite character?
Ophelia. Okay,
big girls can be sexy too.
Well, actually, okay, when I started out the game, my favorite character was Parasol, just because I knew that she had the skin option to be knee socks, and that's like the way that you entice me. You're like, you can be knee socks, and I'm like, oh, okay.
Panty and stocking.
Yeah, she's a pain in the ass to try and play with. Just because the signature move that everybody uses, I can't figure it out. Okay, some of the combos are really hard to fucking figure out on this game. Like, some of them, I can't, I'm like, or like, I can figure them out once, like when somebody's not running at me, but once I have somebody, like, shooting at me, I'm like, I don't remember how to, oh god, and I'm dead. Like,
well, you know, can I interject on something?
Yes, you can.
The one thing in my entire gaming experience, I never thought I would see a computer enemy spam one attack
Yeah.
until I fought against an AI version of Parasol. Napalm shot.
Napalm shot.
Napalm shot.
Napalm shot.
Like over and over.
That's
and
literally all she does. Oh my god.
And
or
maybe
napalm
kick-
toss. Or
and maybe kick you a couple of times.
Yeah.
And then napalm shot again.
God, I know. Basically, her entire motivation is to move you to the other side of the screen.
And
where
then
you
shoot the shit
where
out of
you
you.
stand there and block and cry like a bitch while she shoots you and you die. Like, that's literally what happens. It's horrible. So that started out as my favorite character, and I'm like, dude, there's gotta be something less shitty than this. So I started playing with Squiggly, and she's fun, but she's really fucking slow. And then I still love Double. I love Double a lot, but my favorite character has got to be Felia. She is so fun. I love how she plays. I love how she looks. I love her combos. Like, I've learned her combos. I love her. She's awesome. She's so fun. She's got a demon on her hair, and her hair punches things. Like, it's awesome. It's just so fucking cool.
And she also just shows that bigger girls can be sexy too.
I know, right? She's wearing like this little safari outfit, and I'm like, damn, girl,
Oh.
look at that ass.
And for you furries out there, there's the character just for you, Misfortune,
Oh, yeah, I forgot about her.
the cat girl.
How the fuck could I forget about her?
I love Misfortune.
She's fun. She's
She's
like
immortal.
pops her body parts, and like her arm shoots out, and it's like Inspector Gadget.
She
like,
can
meets,
throw her own head at people.
No, it's like Monkey D. Luffy meets Inspector Gadget meets Sleepy Hollow. I don't know.
No, meets Rasputin from Anastasia.
Oh, there we go. That's it. Meets furries. So if you're into that kind of shit,
Yeah.
we got a thing for you.
Yeah, so if you're a furry and you want a furry style character, she's not a full furry, she's a cat girl.
Yeah.
But she's still awesome.
Whenever the grapple attack, she wraps you up in a ball of yarn and pushes you around.
Yeah.
That's so fun. She's so fun. She's cute. Like,
You know
think
what
she's
my
adorable.
best part is when you fight against her and you're playing as, because some of the characters, when you fight against other certain characters, have like special lines they say at the beginning of the match. If you play as Valentine and you fight Misfortune, Valentine goes, "Oh, you can have cheeseburger," and then Misfortune replies, "Hey, that's racist."
What?
Yeah.
Oh my god. That's
Oh.
crazy. I can't even. Yeah, but I guess my review on this would probably be. Probably an 8 out of 10. It's an 8 out of 10 kind of day. I love the gameplay. It's absolutely beautiful. It's a game I can actually play. Who knew I'd be reviewing a video game saying I like it because I can play it. It is a cold day in hell today. But I think the things that I seriously don't like are, playing against computer Parasol. She spams one attack, which is annoying, like you can't even believe. And I don't like how the stories don't finish themselves. It makes me mad, and that's stupid for me to get mad, but I get very angry.
Well, what they do is they finish themselves, but most of them don't provide any closure.
I know, and I hate that.
I mean, we're not going to do any explanations because that would spoil all the stories for you, so there's really no point in doing that. But a lot of them, while they do finish, they don't provide closure.
I know, it's irritating.
Like, you're still
very
like-
irritating.
Like, you're like, well, that was kind of shitty.
Yeah, I know. It's like, I just did all of this stuff, and now...
Yeah. I mean, oh, God. I mean, we could just go on and on about that. I mean,
I really could.
it's a great fucking game.
It's fun. It's very fun.
Oh, yeah. If you want to play Skullgirls Encore, it's $15 on PlayStation Network.
Seriously, do it. Like, $15. I mean, what? You don't eat at Taco Bell for like 2 days, and like, it's a hell of a lot of fun. It is hella fun. I love this stupid game. And this is coming from a complete and total non-gamer, wannabe gamer. Like, I love this goddamn game.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's fucking awesome. I think it's absolutely... I mean, yeah.
Oh, and I think maybe another thing I don't like about it is I don't like the way that arcade buttons and functions translate onto a PlayStation 3 controller. That is a little confusing for me.
Oh, yeah, because it's set up as a 6-button fighter.
Yeah.
So, like, you know, you have light punch, medium punch, hard punch, and
High
light kick, medium kick, you know, hard kick. So, you know, while you only got 4 buttons on for your thumb to hit,
Then you've
and
got
then
L1, R1,
yeah,
L2,
you have
R2,
to use
yeah.
the R1, R2 buttons for the other ones. It gets kind of hard to get used to, but once you do,
That's why it makes some of the combos really hard, because you're looking at it and you're like, wait a minute, is it the circle or the triangle that's the, you know, like...
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, so what you said, an 8 out of 10?
Yeah.
Yeah, 8 out of 10. It's $15 on PlayStation Network. So if you have a PS3 and you just want to get a PlayStation prepaid card, go out, do it, buy this game, download it, and enjoy. I mean, it's only got 10 characters, but...
For now.
Yeah, for now, because
They want to release more, and that makes me super happy.
Yeah, there's supposed to be 3 more characters that are coming out, so there's going to have like a total of 13, but each character plays so differently that it's worth it.
Oh god, yeah.
And another thing, I'm sorry, before we end, I have to talk about this. This is awesome. If there's so many things in the backgrounds in the arenas.
Oh yeah.
Like, you'll actually find references, like, you'll find furry characters in some of the backgrounds. Like, there's this one dragon in a business suit one time.
They're just like, and I love, they're completely randomized too, which is fun.
One showed, what was it called? They were, Matt and Wooly from a gaming YouTube channel. They cartoonized...
Aren't they the, Two Friends Play? Or whatever?
Yeah, Two Best Friends Play.
Two Best Friends Play.
Yeah, well, it usually has Matt and Pat, but this one showed Matt and Wooly, who was like one of their friends that is in their videos from time to time, in the casino, like playing a card game or something in the background. And I thought, holy crap, that's cool. They put Matt and Wooly in this game.
Yeah.
That's the shit. So yeah, I mean, and like, as I said, like, one time I saw a fox furry who was like on his cell phone in like a white suit and stuff.
Isn't
like,
that in the back alley background?
No, that's also in the casino. Most of the furries you'll see in the casino area.
That's a little weird.
Yeah, so I mean...
But again, they're randomly generated, so sometimes you play in the casino and you don't see the furries. Like,
yeah,
it's just,
it all depends.
Yeah.
So yeah, definitely $15. Check this game out. Come on. I mean, it's really cheap.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, this has been Claws and Controllers. I mean, we hope you enjoyed episode 2. We definitely want to get back to you at more. We now have officially put up our Facebook page. So, it's just a small group, so just search Claws and Controllers on Facebook and, you know, just join us. If you have anything you'd like for us to cover, or you just want to chat with us and say hi, you know, join the group, join in on the fun, be a part of the community. And we haven't activated a YouTube channel for Claws and Controllers for people to listen to through that right now. It's just we're super busy with our jobs. And
Wait, we have those?
yes.
Oh, is that what I do every day?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I bust my ass in a factory
I know.
and you bust your ass working in
Making
fast food.
Frickin' stupid ass sandwiches.
We'll have to talk about our jobs at
Exactly.
some other episode. But yeah, so, you know, we'll try our best to get the YouTube channel made as ASAP. I'll get it made within the week. It's just we haven't been able to get to it yet because of our jobs. We can't just dedicate all of our time to this as much as we would love to. So yeah, but however, you can download and listen to us at www.podcastgarden.com/podcast/claws and controllers. So yeah, check us out on there. You'll be able to download our podcast to take with you. So
Carry me around in your pocket, senpai.
you're gonna have fanboys one day.
Probably. You
Yeah.
can see my beautiful face on Facebook, so.
Yeah, the picture of us, of me and Tori, are on the Facebook as like the head banner.
I'm working on our logo, I swear to God.
Yeah, we're working on our logo right now, so eventually that'll get posted. But with our limited time, she hardly has. I mean, she's gotten very far on it, but it's gonna be a while till it's done and ready to be posted.
Yes.
Yeah. Anyway, this has been Claws and Controllers. This has been Grell.
And this has been Tori.
And we hope you guys have a fantastic day.
Keep it safe in the pride, kiddos.
Oh God.